I had been searching for an apartment for a while. This city is expensive, and I wanted a decent place within my budget. After months of struggle, I finally found one. When I visited with the dealer, the place looked great. Clean, organized, almost like someone with serious hygiene standards lived there. Good for me because I can't deal with messy people. Not that I'm a cleanliness freak myself. At home, I'm considered the messiest. But among friends, I'm the one who's oddly neat. You get the point. The lease was pretty standard except for one clause. The apartment allowed up to 3 tenants, meaning in the future, if the owner wanted to rent out rooms to others, I couldn't object. Fair enough, I'm an extrovert. I love meeting new people, making friends. Living alone isn't really my thing. So I moved in. There was already one guy living there. I met him the day I arrived. Seemed nice. His name was Noah, about 30, well-built, light beard, neat haircut. He looked like the kind of guy who kept the place this clean. I was relieved. Over the next few weeks, we got along well. He was friendly but not overbearing, the kind of roommate who gives you space but also shares a beer when the mood is right. Everything was perfect. Good job, good place, good company. I did notice one thing though. Noah's routine was oddly synchronized with mine. I'd leave for work and only then would he step out. When I got back, he was already home. I never had the apartment to myself, not even for a minute. But whatever, right? Then one night, I went out partying. Brought home a friend, a girl, just for drinks, you know? When we got there, I knocked on Noah's door, but he didn't answer. Figured he was asleep. That's when things started changing. The next morning, Noah was different. Cold, distant. I couldn't shake the feeling that he was upset about something. Maybe he didn't like guests. Maybe he was jealous. Maybe, wild thought, he had feelings for me. The thought crossed my mind, but I brushed it off. Then, weird things started happening. I'd hear noises at night, like muffled yelling from his room. But when I checked, it was empty. He also started getting angry over small things, like really angry. And then there were the dreams, nightmares actually. In them, Noah was beating me like an animal. I'd wake up exhausted, sore, like I'd actually been attacked. Then, one day, the owner visited. Some issue with a theft in another apartment, and he was making rounds. Casual conversation led to him mentioning that 2 new tenants were about to move in. I joked, "What about Noah? Is he leaving?" The owner looked confused. "Who's Noah?" "My roommate," I said. He laughed. "You've been living alone since day 1. I froze. Took him to Noah's room, but when we opened the door, it was empty. Clean, like no one had ever lived there. I didn't react much either. Didn't want the landlord to think I was weird. But the moment he left, I started noticing things. Now these thoughts started creeping into my mind. I had never seen his dirty dishes in the kitchen sink. Never saw his toiletries in the bathroom like mine were always there, but his? Never. And the strangest part? He always wore new clothes. Not once did I see him repeat the same outfit. Was he real? Had I imagined him? Was it some supernatural thing? I didn't confront it. I played along, acted normal. It was just a matter of days before 2 new tenants moved in. And just like that, Noah was gone. No trace, no goodbyes, no explanation. I haven't seen anything strange since. But I still wonder, was Noah ever real? My therapist thinks it was all in my head, desperate for company, just created him. But I don't know. I don't believe her. If that were the case, then what about those terrible dreams where Noah would beat me? And when I woke up, the pain was real. And those bruises, they weren't hallucinations.